Everyone screaming online. Designers posting 3 times a day. Brands begging for attention. Your feed flooded with people trying to be the next big thing. But what if I told you the most respected designer in the game never said a word, no interviews, no stories, no thirst traps. He just made the work and let the world come to him, while everyone else built brands by being loud. He built his by disappearing. And somehow that silence made him louder than all of them. And if you're running a brand right now, feeling like you have to perform every damn day just to stay visible, you need to hear this. Junya Watanabe doesn't do interviews. He barely even shows his face. At runway shows, the crowd claps, the lights flash, and Junya doesn't even step out. No wave, no bow, just gone. One time, his press notes were 14 words. 14 for an entire collection. He's been called fashion's quietest genius, and he's good with that. But here's what most people miss. It was a strategy. Junya created mystique by refusing to play the game. Today, everyone's telling you to build in public. But sometimes, silence is a power move. Especially when your competition is too insecure to just shut up. This world obsesses with performance. Junya made the work do the talking. And in doing nothing, he said everything. He didn't chase clout, but everybody copied the man. Look at Capital, early Supreme collabs, the patchwork, the exposed seams, the flip classics. That wasn't a trendy TikTok design. That was Junya in 2001 when he dropped the Levi's 501 debut collab. Overprinted denim, exposed stitching, cracked over clout. It wasn't a logo drop. It was a technique masterclass. And now that aesthetic's everywhere, but most people don't even know where it came from. That's the irony though. He shaped a generation's style without ever posting a fit pic. If your brand's strong enough, someone else will imitate it. That's when you know it's working. Your identity isn't what you post, it's what gets copied. Junya didn't need to be loud because behind the songs was a machine. He trained under Rai, the founder of Como des Garçons, not in marketing, in pattern making. She didn't just hire him, she gave him full creative control over his own line, and he used it to build something most designers never touch. A system. I name that system the craft loop, which is something that feels ownable. Every season, Junya would pick one construction technique. It could have been bonding, patchwork, embroidery, garment dyeing, and he would just tear it apart. One year, it was African textiles. Another, reconstructed Levi's turned into high fashion. It wasn't styling, it was studying. He wasn't chasing attention, he was chasing precision. Pick one thing and go deep. Whether if it's denim, graphics, silhouettes, whatever your thing is, right? But you gotta master it like a scientist. Break it. Rebuild it, push it further than anyone else. Junya didn't build hype. Again, he built that craft loop, which was a system. And when you operate at that level, your details do all the talking. You want proof? Try grabbing one of Junya's old Levi collabs. You'll drop $1,000 easily. Some go for triple that. Because this isn't product, it's architecture, it's legacy, it means something. Great product builds its own resale. You don't need bots, you don't need hype drops. You need meaning. That's what makes your stuff timeless. Hype fades, but equity multiplies. Let's be real. Most brands are loud because they're scared. Scared of being forgotten, scared they'll disappear if they stop posting within 3 days. So they flood the feed, hoping something hits. Junya went the opposite way. Silence became his filter. He didn't flood timelines, he curated moments. And every time he did show up, it felt like an event. You don't need more content. You need more intention. Posting less isn't risky. It's elite strategy if the product justifies it. Real quick, if your brand's solid, but people still ain't really seeing it like they should, whether it's between drops, after drops, or when you're just trying to stay in motion, we need to talk. We help brands stay visible, get talked about, and build reputation the right way. Through people, not algorithms. I call it community strategy meets execution. We find the right people for your brand, show up where they're at, and make sure they see you, not just once, not just for a post, but consistently. So when it's time for a pop-up shop or drop, your name's already familiar. More eyes, more conversations, more recognition. That's how you build momentum. That's what we do. We're only taking on 4 brands per quarter. If you're serious about getting seen, tap the link below and apply for the waiting list today. Junya didn't post noise. He posted proof. Here's what made him different. Most brands scream because their products say nothing, so they compensate with captions. But Junya's pieces, they spoke. Every scene equals precision. Every silhouette equals intention. Every season equals its own design language. Punk, military, Americana, all baked into one construction. If your product doesn't communicate your values, your caption has to, and that's a problem, yeah. And Junya didn't need captions. His craft told the story. The right people felt it. No hashtags required. Now contrast that with most brands today. You scroll through IG, whether it's reels, carousels, you see new drops loading, right? Behind the scenes, founder selfies, motivational captions, it's all noise. But none of it sticks unless the product has weight. While everyone else was chasing followers, Junya chased form. They sold lifestyle, but he refined his language. Not in content, but inside the construction. That's the paradox. The less he said, the more people listen. Build something people don't just consume, they study it. Silence wasn't about hiding, it was about focus. When Junya stepped away from the spotlight, you were forced to look at one thing, which was the work. That's the real flex. To build something so strong, you don't need a founder face. You don't need slogans. Shit, you don't even need to be seen. Just product, built to last, meant to be dissected, built like an archive. That's legacy. So what does this mean for you? Maybe the answer isn't more content. Maybe it's just simple more clarity. Your work doesn't need to be loud. It needs to be clear, intentional, unmistakably yours. Junya didn't disappear because he was afraid. He disappeared because the work was strong enough to stand alone. And that's the flex most people will never understand. You don't need to go viral. You need to go deeper. If you're building something real and you're playing the long game, hit that subscribe button because I'm not here to hype trends. I'm here to decode legacy. Alright, y'all. This is Lee from North Studios. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.